I'm Miss Ione, and this is Mrs. Cruz, and my student is Diego Cruz, and he's in kindergarten. Mrs. Cruz, it's so nice to see you again.
So nice to see you. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yes, I've been wanting to talk to you about Diego's progress. He's a great asset to our class, and he is a wonderful student.
Oh,
so
good.
respectful.
I'm
Yes.
so glad to hear this. Is he doing okay?
He's doing good. It's a pleasure to have him in class. He's so much fun, and
good.
he's so helpful in every way. He wants to help in class. I hear he wants to help out a lot in recess.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good. I was wondering about that. So he's doing okay with recess?
He
and
is,
friends.
yeah.
Oh, good.
He was very shy at the beginning, and it was kind of hard to get the words out of him. But now he's just, he's full of energy and
good.
so much fun to have in class.
Coming out of his box.
Of course.
Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah. So, like I said, he's very respectful with everyone, and he does great in his group table. He helps out.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
he has been helping me interpret for a student.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, who doesn't speak English, so he's been practicing his Spanish a
Oh,
lot.
I'm so happy to hear that.
At first he was shy, but when I reached out to him and asked him for some help with basic things, like, could you please tell me what he wants? And he has been helping out a lot.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear this.
I wanted to share that with you so that you can congratulate him and tell him that I shared it with you.
Good, thank you.
So for Diego's reading, we've been working on identifying the beginning, middle, and end of the story.
Okay.
And at the beginning of our unit, we did a little survey for students, and with Diego, he rated if he liked it with like a happy face, or if he wasn't sure how he felt about writing, or if he didn't really enjoy writing.
Okay.
So his rating was that he wasn't so sure about his writing.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that how you feel sometimes?
Yeah, he has a harder time writing, so we've been trying to practice at home. I don't know, some suggestions you might want to give me to help him with that, on areas or anything like that?
I would just say practicing the sight words in sentences. They don't have to be really long, or maybe like 5 sentences, and using the sight words.
Okay.
And just have them practice those fine motor skills. I think that sometimes our students have a hard time because they feel like their letters aren't perfect. They're comparing them to our examples, and just having him, and I'm also going to send home some trace sheets so that he can also practice the letters. He's doing much better.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he has made so much progress in writing.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, he wrote his own story last week, which I couldn't wait to share with you.
Dang, wow, he's progressed so much.
He is. So here, let me show you. Well, I got to put it in the right order first because he made sure it was. So let's see.
Wow, look at the handwriting.
Yeah, and it has improved so much.
Yeah,
so
it has.
Me and my mom and my brother went to the park. I played on the sled, and my brother ran.
An exclamation
He's
point.
using he's using the exclamation point. He's using these periods, and he is capitalizing too.
Wow.
So he's just been progressing a lot in writing.
Oh, I'm so happy to see this. He's doing so much better.
And then the end of his story, and we go home. So he's really understanding how the stories are, the beginning, middle, and end. And that's good for him. He loves reading, and he shares with me that he reads every day at home.
We like to trade off and read stories to one another. We like going to the library, picking out books, so we can practice together as readers. So it's a lot of fun every night to read together.
Good. That's another thing I wanted to share with you, is that his vocabulary has really grown in the past months. he shares with me that he likes reading informational text about animals, and that's great because he has all that vocabulary to learn about and all the facts.
Yeah, he loves finding those type of books at the library. Is it okay if we keep finding those type of books, or do you want us to switch it?
I think it's great.
Okay.
I think it's great. You could once in a while. Also, let's see if he chooses 4 books. You could include one that is a fiction book, and have him choose what he's interested in, so that he can start relating and identifying who the characters are, what the problem is, what the solution is, and we've been working a little bit on that, but right now we were focused more in the structure of the story. Yes, so we're going to be introducing that, and it'd be great for him to have some of those books at home to practice
I would love
with.
to do that. Thank you.
Thank you for all the work you do at home.
Oh, yes.
So with Diego, he has been doing great with his math as well. He started by only counting up to 15.
Oh, wow.
And now, let's see, we're in March. He can count up to 100 easily.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see this.
Yes, and I'm so proud of him, too. He can count the numbers. He can also write them up to 100. And he can identify them.
At home, he loves showing me how to count to 100. He will always come in and he'll be like, Mom, I want to show you how I can count to 100. And so it's fun seeing him grow like that.
It's obvious that he's been practicing a lot at home. Yes, and it's great to have that support.
Yes.
So he can also count by tens. And this was one of our goals before January. Before kids went out on their winter break, I wanted them to try to count by tens up to 50. Well, Diego has learned how to count by tens up to 100.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and we still have some numbers that he's having a difficult time writing the 5 he's writing it. But that's normal in kindergarten.
Yeah.
And I've told him in class he doesn't have to stress so much about it as long as he knows the order and he can identify it. So it's going to improve. Yeah.
That's something we can work on together
It is,
at home.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He's also been working on subtraction using the number line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so have you seen some homework that he brings home?
Yeah, I have seen a couple of these, and sometimes I have a harder time teaching it to him because I was taught so differently. Do you have any way I can help him at home, or any resources?
So I was thinking with Diego, what he can do is I'm gonna let him borrow some objects.
Oh,
yeah, some teddy bears.
Okay.
So that he can take home and he can practice subtracting.
Oh, that's such a great idea.
But counting on, or he can practice addition, also counting on. So let's say if we have 6 teddy bears and we add 3 more, how many do we have now?
Okay.
So instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, he should count on. So 6, so 7, 8, 9. That's one of our goals that Diego and I are working on at home.
Okay, that'll be really good. So he actually has the objects in his hands too.
Yeah, yeah, and they like playing with things like that, and they find it easier and more engaging instead of writing it.
Exactly.
So I think it would be good for him to practice that way.
That's going to help a lot too.
Yeah.
And if I have any questions, can I email you? Which way is the best way to contact?
Either way, whichever one works with you. You could email me, you could call me, whatever works best. Sometimes I hear the phone while I'm teaching, but I'll just let it go to voicemail and I'll call right back.
Okay.
When my students go to recess or when we're in lunchtime, then I'll give you a call back. So whatever works with you, just give me a call or email me.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, so I think I've covered everything. Again, our goal will be for Diego to work on his counting on in addition, and that will be something that he will get better at as he practices. And for his letters, he is doing great. some of the spaces we notice are a little bit, big, but
Yeah.
he's making improvement, and I'm not worried about writing or reading. He's at grade level, and he's doing really good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Do you have any questions?
I don't really. You've covered a lot of it. You've given me resources. I was really worried about like how I could help at home, but I think those objects are really going to help me.
Yeah, and I appreciate that you take him to the library often and that he reads, because that has really, really helped Diego with his vocabulary and with his reading, his fluency. It's great for him to just read, even if it's for 10 or 20 minutes every night. That makes a big difference.
Okay, good. I'm so glad to hear that.
It was so nice to see you.
So nice to see you. Thank you for having me.
And whenever you're available and you'd like to come in, just come in and visit. The kids always love that. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice.
Thank you. Take care.
You too.